Estimating the labor cost for installing 2 remodel can lights involves several steps. Let's break down the process to arrive at a reasonable estimate. The materials you'll need include 2 remodel can lights, wire nuts, electrical tape, and potentially a junction box, depending on the existing wiring situation. The first step is to drop the existing ceiling fan. This should take about 15 minutes. Secondly, accessing the attic, which should take about 15 minutes. Thirdly, running wires from the can light locations to the fan junction box will take approximately 30 minutes. Fourthly, installing the 2 can lights themselves will take around 30 minutes. Fifth, rehanging the fan after the wiring connections are made takes another 15 minutes. Finally, cleaning up the work area should take about 15 minutes. Adding up all these time estimates, the total labor time comes to 120 minutes, which is equivalent to 2 hours. If your hourly labor rate is $75, then the labor cost for this project would be $75 times 2, resulting in $150. Keep in mind that this estimate does not include the cost of materials or any travel expenses to and from the job site. Also, if a junction box is needed to make the wiring connections, you'll need to add approximately $10 for the materials. Another important consideration is the compatibility of the existing wiring with the new can lights. If the existing wiring is not suitable or up to code, additional labor may be required to upgrade or replace it. Be prepared to adjust the labor cost if any unexpected issues arise during the installation process, such as difficult wiring access or unforeseen structural obstacles. Considering the labor cost of $150 and an approximate material cost of $20, the total estimated cost for this project would be around $170. This total estimated cost is derived from the labor cost plus the materials cost, without taking any considerations. Again, remember that this estimate is a baseline. Actual costs could vary, depending on the complexity of the installation and any unforeseen problems encountered during the work. When you are installing or working on electrical wiring, always disconnect the power at the breaker before beginning any work. Use a voltage tester to confirm that the power is off. Wear appropriate safety gear, such as safety glasses and gloves. Follow all local electrical codes and regulations. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the job. Ensure all wiring connections are secure and properly insulated with wire nuts and electrical tape. Use the correct size and type of wire for the application. Secure the wires to the junction box or fixture to prevent strain on the connections. Position the can lights according to the manufacturer's instructions, ensuring proper clearance from insulation and other objects. After completing the installation, test the can lights to ensure they are working properly. Label the circuit breaker that controls the can lights. This is important for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Consider using energy-efficient LED can lights to reduce energy consumption and save money on electricity bills. Check the local electrical codes for any specific requirements for recessed lighting installations. Ensure that the can lights are properly grounded. If the existing wiring does not have a ground wire, consult with a qualified electrician. Consider the color temperature of the can lights to create the desired ambience in the room. Warmer color temperatures create a cozy atmosphere, while cooler color temperatures provide brighter, more task-oriented lighting. Make sure the can lights are compatible with the dimmer switch if you plan to install one. Use a dimmer switch that is specifically designed for LED lighting if you are using LED can lights. Consider the location of the can lights in relation to other fixtures and furniture in the room. Position the can lights to provide adequate lighting for the space without creating glare or shadows. Use a stud finder to locate the ceiling joists before cutting the holes for the can lights. This will help you avoid cutting into structural members. If you encounter any asbestos-containing materials during the installation, stop work immediately and consult with a qualified asbestos abatement professional. This could be in the form of insulation or plaster, for example. Dispose of any waste materials properly. Recycle any recyclable materials. Leave the work area clean and tidy. Provide the customer with instructions on how to operate and maintain the can lights. Answer any questions the customer may have about the installation. Document the installation with photographs or videos. This will be helpful for future reference and troubleshooting. Back to the labor estimates, consider the amount of maneuvering you have to do within the attic space. Limited space is a major factor to increase cost. If you need to go to multiple points of access to the attic, this could change things significantly. Also consider the height of the ceiling and the ability to perform the work in place. Also note that the time estimates may be reduced when doing multiple similar installations, but always estimate as if you've never done one before.